welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Valerie, and this is going to be a daily guidance message for whoever it hits. So it's a general message. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave me comments and let me know how things are resonating for you. Let's start out by getting some overall energies and see what we've got going on today. First card we get is Signs. So maybe receiving some signs and synchronicities. Let's see what else we get. Hope you're having a good week. We're almost to the weekend. We get Inner Child. Maybe some inner child feeling going on. And then we get, I was only going for one, but we got two cards, so we'll take it. We get Loss and Trust. All right, I'm going to read these to you. Signs says, instincts are the message from the inner divine. So this is talking about, trusting your intuition and recognizing that your intuition or your instincts are messages from the divine that's within you. Needing to trust that. And like I said, signs, maybe seeing some signs and synchronicities that are confirmation. So when you see something like repeating numbers or something that just definitely catches your eye, maybe it's a bug or an animal that's out of place that, catches your attention. Consider what you're thinking about at the time when you see those things, because it's sending you some kind of message, wanting you to pay attention to something. Inner Child says, allow me to give compassion and love to that little one. Let me attend to its deepest needs and feelings. Yeah, so needing to, maybe spend some time nurturing your inner child, having compassion for yourself. Maybe this is talking about some childhood wounds that need to be worked through or that you're working through. Loss says, sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. So we got this card the other day, and I think it talks about, the death of the ego and allowing love to shine through and take over and quiet the ego. And a lot of times, or very often, that sort of awakening to our egoic nature comes through loss, when we have to, look at things from a different perspective and find compassion for ourselves and for others. That's when we can start to see our ego and, work through sort of releasing the grip of the ego, and the way that the ego, which is, those thoughts, that negative thoughts that are, on a loop in our head, or fears, that's all the ego. And it's generally born out of a, desire to keep oneself safe, keep your identity safe, keep you safe from hurtful things that other people have done to you or said about you or to you. And needing to recognize that, those things are not you, and those things that are projected on you are not the truth. And, letting your ego know, like, you're not going to run the show. I'm not going to, operate from a place of fear. And we get Trust, which says, allow me, divine, to give you my Allow me, divine, to, oh my goodness. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you to know exactly how to handle them. These cards come up several times lately too. So, needing to trust the divine, knowing that the divine has you in their hands, and you can trust that you're being guided and led through these signs, through these intuitive nudges that you're getting. I think it's helping you to, heal this inner child. I mean, and these ego wounds can go, way back to childhood. So needing to have compassion for yourself, and as you work through whatever this loss is, and we're talking about this being an ego death, but it can also be literally loss, like losing a loved one, losing a partner, losing a job, whatever it is. Just need to have trust and faith in the divine, and allow any wounds that may be triggered from childhood to process through you. Let's get some tarot cards and see what we can see for this. We got Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Too many. Too many cards. Just one card, please. What else can we see here, Spirit? Show me what else we need to see, please. Here we go. The Sun. Seven of Wands in reverse. This card's been coming out a lot lately. Let's get some clarifiers. Clarify the Knight of Wands, Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. You get the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Ooh. You get the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Moon in reverse. So the Knight of Wands, to me, talks about sort of marching to the beat of your own drum, authenticity, being driven by this fire within. And with it being clarified by the Three of Pentacles and being underneath of this Signs card, this is, somehow cooperating with the divine or with spirit, working together with spirit and maybe other people, and needing to really come from a place of authenticity, knowing who you are, and trusting in that light, that spark that's within you, and showing yourself, not holding back, You know, sometimes when we have inner child wounds that are triggered, we do want to hold back. She's, really protecting her valuables here in this card. But with it being in the reverse, I think this is talking about, opening up and not holding back. Coming from this place of authenticity and being able to open up. And with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow-moving, methodical energy. I think this is sort of urging you or showing that you're picking up the pace in this moving forward, this opening up. And you're moving towards the sun, which is, complete happiness. And with the King of Cups in reverse, I think this is, I feel like a lot of times I'd be interested to see the clarifier for this one. Because I think of this King of Cups as a really emotionally balanced, individual, but doesn't always necessarily outwardly show their emotions. So I'm getting a sense here of more of this opening up, and expressing, how you feel. Maybe also, processing this loss and allowing the emotions to flow out is necessary to help move you through. Because if we bury things inside of us and don't, allow them to process through, they can get stuck in the body. So that's another possibility here. And the Seven of Wands, talks about putting down your defenses. It's not being so guarded. And with the Six of Cups in reverse, like not letting your happiness hinge upon things from the past. Not looking to the past so much. Not referencing your current life based on past situations. With the Moon in reverse, this is, not, I think of this as an emotional balance sort of energy too. Not being overwhelmed by emotions and seeing clearly. With the Moon, it can often sort of indicate things are hidden, but I'm getting the sense that, there's some clarity that's coming in here, about who you are now, and, starting to be more authentic and not holding back and letting your light shine and letting your emotions flow and not looking to the past and, reacting from old wounds. Let me get some clarifiers. Let's see, Knight of Wands and Three of Pentacles, please. Nine of Swords. So this Nine of Swords, is about anxiety being stuck up in the head. And I think this is just referring back to this, signs card. Like, can I trust my intuition? It's tricky when you've come out of some difficult situations. You've done this inner child work perhaps, or healing work in general from traumas or wounds of any sort. You think, well, I picked, this situation in the past. Can I trust myself going forward to make good decisions? I'm feeling this, energy within me and wanting to move forward and work with others, but can I trust myself? And I think what this is saying is, yes, you know, these inner nudges are the divine within you communicating with you. Trust the signs that you're receiving, that you can trust yourself. Let's see, and what else we get here. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse. Nine of Swords, and Nine of Swords is also that ego we were talking about. It's fears. It's, you know, all of these sort of thoughts that spiral and spin you up and get you up in your head, keep you awake at night. So here we get the Star. That's beautiful. Yeah, following your North Star, you know, moving towards your hopes and dreams, and healing along the way here. That's lovely. So, I mean, there is healing for this inner child here as you start to let go of things from the past and, you know, move forward, trusting yourself, you know, with authenticity, you know, knowing that you're moving towards the sun. Show me the Sun and King of Cups in reverse. Sun, King of Cups. Yeah. Laying down these burdens. You've been carrying them for way too long. By the time you get to the 10, you have carried these burdens just a little too far. And you're at the place now where you can just offload them and let them go. And I really like this depiction of the 10 of Wands in this deck, because as she's going, the way that she's unloading these wands is she's planting them as, you know, torches along this path. So it really makes me think of a lot of light workers, you know, the way that we go through this really challenging time, and it's our awakening, you know, and then as we move forward, often we shine the light for others and to show them the way, through our experience, you know, and you're following, you know, you're blazing this trail. And with this Three of Pentacles, it does make me feel like, you know, perhaps you're sharing this with other people as you go. One last card for this. Seven of Wands reverse, Six of Cups reverse. And as you unload these burdens, you are going to feel lighter and, you know, be able to open up your heart more. And I get to let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. Oh, that song. Good song. Okay. One last card, please. Well. All right. Chariot in reverse. So not rushing forward too quickly. I think this is, you know, steady progress. Yeah, I just feel like you're kind of walking along this path and, you know, taking the steps that you need along the way here to heal, you know, these inner child wounds, to get out of your mind, to lay down these burdens and not travel back to the past. Let's get a couple cards of guidance. Guidance message, please. Yeah, the land between. So this is just talking about this sort of in-between space, where you're walking from, one land to the other, and there's this sort of in-between time. I think you're, where you're like recalibrating. You're going through this metamorphosis. I'm going to read this from the book. I don't know that I've read the actual cards, my interpretation of it. Number 40. Okay. It says, you're in a process of change. You know that you were called to it and can no longer be who you were, but you aren't sure what the next experience of your life will be. You are in between what was and what could be in a pupal stage, like during the metamorphosis of the caterpillar into the butterfly. However, you can't just skip the messy parts. You have to endure the unknown and uncomfortable as you reinvent yourself. The thing is, you're not quite there yet. You have one foot in the past, even if you're ready to shed that version of yourself and become someone new. You must start redefining who you are in the context of your question. What do you believe is possible when you get to the next place? Can you explore this stage of your evolution to get to know yourself better? The process in between worlds is where things get really interesting. You learn how to manage your fear, how to stay present in the now, how to see in the dark. You absorb the lessons offered to you with grace because you can't go any faster. This is a real test of emotional fortitude, patience, trust, and humility. Once you have made this no man's land your home, it will be part of you. Then whatever was set in motion comes to life. This is what you've been waiting for. When you look back, you will grow to love the place in between, for that is where you were reborn. Whew, that's beautiful and powerful, and really does touch on everything that we just talked about, being sort of in this in-between place where you are going through this transformation and you're doing these things. And like I said, not moving forward too quickly because you can't rush this process. But you are, heading towards what it is you desire. You've got the Sun card here. This is everything that you want. And just, trying to take steps to get out of the past, into the present, being present with yourself and your desires and not holding back and allowing this transformation to happen. Let's get one more card of guidance. And just really embracing this time in between and using it to your advantage to, like I said, recalibrate and decide who you are and what do you want going forward, because the next phase of your life can be really beautiful if you allow yourself to be changed and transformed and heal your wounds so that you can come to life from a different angle. We got jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. That's wonderful. So yeah, it's just saying, jump in and see it as an adventure even. Welcome the change. Don't resist it, because it's here for your growth. It's here for your evolution. It's here to bring you to your, hopes and dreams. Like everything you want is available to you. Say yes, say yes. All right, one last card. Affirmation that you can use. That's two. says, each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. Exactly. This is that signs card, you know, trusting your intuition and tuning into spirit guidance. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. That's beautiful. This also touches on this trust, you know, trusting the divine, trusting the guidance that you're receiving, those nudges that you get. Like I said, yes, you can trust that. And we also got appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. Yeah, so having gratitude. I mean, it's important to have gratitude all the time, but having gratitude for even the difficult things like these transformations and these periods of unknown and uncertainty, having appreciation for the fact that that also means that there are limitless possibilities and that anything is possible. That can be a really exciting thing. You know, it depends on your perspective, right? You can be afraid of the unknown and, you know, what the future holds because you're uncertain, but you can also look at it as an opportunity and an open field of, you know, anything can happen. And so just having appreciation, I think, will help sort of shift that perspective to a more aligned place, which is, like it says, you know, dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power, which is talking about manifestation. So, you know, the way to draw in everything that it is that you want, you know, is through appreciation, having gratitude. So that's what I have for you today. I hope that you found this helpful. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please leave me a comment and let me know how this resonated for you, and I will see you tomorrow.